Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Ryan Knows Tech with TechInform.us, and I wanted to talk about iOS 5 today. Something that's been really big over the past few weeks and the next few months. I think we're going to be hearing a lot about it as we wait for its release in September. I say September. I really do not expect a June launch at this point. Apple's having some trouble getting the iPhone 5 out, and there's no way they're going to release iOS 5 without the iPhone 5 rather. The iPhone is Apple's flagship product at this point. Their mobile flagship product, and they're definitely not going to seed a new OS for it without the big hardware that it's going to be running on. iOS 5 is going to run on a magnitude of different devices. iPhone 5, iPhone 4, iPhone 3GS compatibility I am not aware of yet. I don't know. It'll probably run, however, it's going to be very limited. It'll also run on the iPod Touch 3G, most likely. It'll also be very limited. The iPod Touch 4 and the iPod Touch 5 will run iOS 5 to its full ability. Now, what kind of features are we going to see in this update? Well, I've got a little document open on my desktop here. That's what I'm looking down at. And I've got just a few things that I just typed up. The first thing and the biggest thing that needs to change with iOS is by far notifications. Very important. Needs to change. It's a disaster right now. For example, when something goes wrong between me and my mail servers, in my mail application on my iPhone, I've got, a crap ton of accounts here. And when they do not connect, I get literally 2 messages for each account that just come up one after another. There's not one system that says you have 42 mail problems. It just comes up, oh, this one can't connect, this one can't connect, okay, this one can't connect, okay. If I had an old device and those notifications were delayed, which they are on an iPhone 3G or 3GS, I've seen it. They're not even that fast on here. That would be unbelievably painful, even more than it is now. So the notification system is a complete and utter disaster. That it disrupts everything you're doing, everything stops and pauses, the screen darkens, and here's your notification. Thank you. I have 168 new Skype messages. Awesome. Thanks for that notification, iPhone. That needs to change. So hopefully we'll see a smoother integration of that, similar to what Android offers, which is actually really good notifications. So we'll see what that brings. Over-the-air updates, also something I've seen in a lot of blogs recently. Right now, if you want to update from iOS 4.2.1 to iOS 4.2.2 or 4.3, then you need to grab your sync cable, plug it into iTunes, download it on your Mac or PC, and then sync it over. Well, what if it were more like a Mac OS X approach, where you can turn it on here, go into your App Store, there's a new update, and it does it all from here without having to plug in? I don't see any harm in that. I mean, that might be useful if you're out on the road, new update comes out, you got some time, might as well just do it. Download it over Wi-Fi or 3G, wherever you happen to be. To me, that just saves the complication of having to plug it into your Mac, which you may or may not want to do. Downside with that is they're probably going to have to allocate about 30% battery to do that in case something goes wrong. So if you have 29% battery, it won't work. It'll probably take a lot of power and a lot of time to download. So it's kind of like installing an operating system on a computer when on battery power. They tell you not to do it in case there's a problem, but we'll have to see how that goes and if they actually do that. Now, more rumors that in March, Apple bought this company, Siri, I don't know. Apparently, they work with AI, artificial intelligence, and voice controls, stuff like that. Right now in iOS, it is pretty easy to press and hold your home button and do something like this. Call Gary Schultz, home, and then it'll call my house. Really easy. I can go in there and do something like this. Play Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Playing songs by James Taylor.
And there's another problem with it, is it's not incredibly accurate. And there's James Taylor. So I kind of thought that would work, but it didn't. So there's an Apple fail. So hopefully this new company that works with voice control and stuff like that can help bring some better voice control to the iPhone and iOS, because that's definitely needed. I didn't know it was that bad. But it is really easy to just go in there and press and hold the home button, call this person, home or mobile, play this song. Now, they could expand this a crap ton. Text-to-speech is something I would love to see. I would like to, while driving, somebody texts me. I will not talk on the phone and text and drive. That's retarded. Press and hold your home button. I would love something like this. Text Colton Fry, mobile, and then say the message, hi, how you doing, bro? Something like that. That would be really cool. And then it would come back and say, here's your text message, hey, how you doing, bro? Send or cancel. Sent. You know, that'd be really easy. I'd love that seamless integration to just totally talk to your phone and do whatever you want. Create new mail, like create new message to neighbor. Do you want me to mow your lawn this afternoon? That would just be really easy. Open application, mail. Weather, what's the weather in 44236 zip code? That would be really, really easy, really nice, and not that hard to do, I don't think. It's just voice recognition. By all means, nothing new to technology. So we'll have to see how that goes. Some more features in iOS 5. I don't want to pinpoint anything too specific. I don't want to go out on a limb too much. Every year we've seen iOS updates. We've gotten multitasking, we've gotten the App Store in iOS 2, iOS 3, we've got copy and paste and landscape keyboard. Believe it or not, at one point you did not have a landscape keyboard in Mail, and I think even Safari for typing in URLs and stuff. So iOS has come a long way. I definitely expect it to go a long way further. Apple knows that the competition with Android is huge, and every day Android gets another step on Apple because Apple has such a smaller product range between only 3 devices, iOS devices including the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and the iPad, whereas Android just has a billion different devices out there they can write software for. So Apple knows the competition is getting tougher. I think they're definitely going to step it up and come up with something really good. Apple's not the company just kind of to come up to Google. They're going to go and pass Google by a crap ton, and I hope we see that in the fall. Now, the time frame I'm expecting iOS 5 will be September, along with the iPhone 5. I've heard rumors it'll be July. Why would they push it back 1 month? If they could do it in July, they would hammer down and just get it done in June like they wanted to. Don't expect August. I'm still looking at September because that's when the new iPods are going to come out. It'll just be a bigger event. They'll be talking about iPods, iPhones, and iOS, and then we'll see a new iPad. I don't know why you guys think there's going to be a new iPad in the fall. Why? We just got one in March. So next March we'll be seeing the next iPad. I don't really get the... Anyways, so that's kind of what I'm expecting. I really hope that it does change a little bit with the notifications. The over-the-air updates can't be bad. And then the voice notifications. And of course, I'm hoping there's more. I hope they look into some of the core applications like stocks, weather, notes, Safari, stuff like that, and just basically improve it. Go in and look at some of the Android things and say, what can we do to make this better, and do it. And Apple's pretty good at that. Apple's very innovative, and I definitely have faith that iOS 5 is going to be a very good operating system, hopefully available this fall. So leave your thoughts on iOS 5 down below. I look forward to reading those, see what you guys think about when it'll be here and what you think it will include. In the meantime and in between time, check out our site. It's techinform.us. We've got some new stuff up there. My personal Twitter is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. And Tuesday nights, you can catch us live on ustream.tv/user/techinformus. So I'll talk to you guys in Monday's video. Have a fantastic weekend, or in next Tuesday's show. Bye-bye.